Hello, this is Peter, and in part 3 of this keyword research course, be looking in our potential keywords in a little bit more detail. So for this, we're still in Google AdWords keyword tool. Now, if we find a particular term that we think might have potential, one of the first things we should do is look at the trends for it. Now, each of these keywords has this little arrow next to it which brings down a little menu, so we can do a Google search for it. But the one we want to have a look at is Google Insights for search. So if we click on that, now this is a really handy tool. Google Insights for search is essentially the replacement for Google Trends, but it gives you a lot more detail. So we can see here the coffee machine. We can look at it. By default it shows you over the last 12 months, and we can see particular trends there. And apart from this little hump here which was related to, must have been some man gets 10 years for coffee machine scheme, must have been some fraud going on. It's a fairly steady trend, which is what you want. You either want a steady trend, an upward trend, or if it's seasonal, for example Christmas products, you want to see that the peak around Christmas time is pretty much always the same. Okay, so now we come down here and have a look at regional interest. Now here we can see it's quite interesting because Australia is right at the top for the term coffee machine, followed by New Zealand and United Kingdom, South Africa, and we can see that US is not even on that list. So what that tells me is, unless I was actively promoting that particular keyword to somewhere in Australia, New Zealand or the UK, then it's probably not a keyword that I should be targeting. Now if we come down here, we can have a look. There's other useful information here like I've gone over in the previous videos, but if we click on one of the related terms, so I had a look at this one before, coffee maker. And the interesting thing about coffee maker is if we come down here to regional interest, here we can see United States and Canada are right at the top of that list there. So obviously coffee machine is a well-used term in Australia and New Zealand, whereas in US and Canada coffee maker is a more common term. So particularly if I was targeting the US or the US, Canada and UK, then coffee maker would be a much more sensible term for me to go for compared to coffee machines. Okay, well that's just a short look at trends. It's something that a lot of people miss out, and it can sting you quite badly, because depending on the particular countries that search term is popular, it can mean whether you should go for that keyword or not. So hopefully you can see how important this step is. Okay, in the next video we'll look at the competition strength for the particular keyword and how and various methods we can analyze it.